Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea live stream. Daily content on the channel, as always. Chelsea news around the world, whether it's fake news, whatever, we always give our opinions on it. I'm joined here with a new co-host, Jesters, taking Matt's spot. Unfortunately, Matt is ill.
Hey,
Jesters, you're getting your spotlight, your praise. You're very consistent. You've done an amazing job in the past 2 years. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. How are you, first of all?
it's been that long.
It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a day. Yeah, I'm better this morning. A little bit more relaxed, a little chilled, more chilled because, of course, emotions run high after you put in a crap performance and drop points.
Yeah.
But now that you get 24 hours to sit back and kind of soak it all in and understand, I think we'll have a little bit more level-headed debate.
Yeah.
Of course, some people won't because
More
they can't,
rational.
Yeah, more rational. Hopefully that we can keep away the irrational parties that like to bring drama. But
Talking
we'll
about like if who would be starting, we would have done better.
Well,
Mason Mount would have done a better job, guys. No?
I think we should plug him into the right wing back spot.
I mean, you made that call yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting one. I mean, he is versatile. He can play in many positions.
That is interesting as hell. I can never see Mason Mount as a rank wing back.
Well, again, when I say that, it's more like a right mid. So you'd be a proper 3-4-3 with your. Again, it's about what you ask him to do. You can ask him to do the same things at the right mid spot that he does.
The left.
If he played it like the right inside forward.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, it is an option, definitely.
So basically, it's anything but Cho.
Well, don't you look, Callum? I think Callum gives you a little bit more than Cho does on the defensive and the pressing and the energy level. That's what everybody tells me, right? The guy, he presses. He's a presser. He plays defensively. He has to play, but he doesn't. He's not been giving us that from the inside forward. So why not say we're going to play a 3-4-3, but we're going to play with a left mid, 2 8s, and a right mid, and have a back three, and have the back three take the more build the center back take up the build up play like a Thiago Silva back there. You don't need a holding midfielder because he can just. You don't even need a Jorginho because he can distribute the ball as good as Jorginho. So you play a Ruben Loftus-Cheek with somebody else. So you play Chilwell. Let's say you play Chilwell, Kovačić, Loftus-Cheek, and Mason Mount as at 4. And you tell Chilwell, as soon as we lose possession, you have to get back because we're keeping Mount forward to press.
Yeah.
And then you have like an Aspie behind him, and you just you shade over to the right-hand side because you always have Chilwell coming back on the left. So it almost becomes a back 4, and you keep Mason Mount more forward. I just think it's an option you can look at because Callum has not given us anything, and he doesn't play defense anyway. So might as well give somebody that will actually get back and track his runner and play a little bit of defense.
Yeah, just quickly, obviously I did introduce Xavi and Andrew as well. Xavi, hope you're good. Good to see you on for the first time, kind of on time.
It's always got to be shade, bro. It can never just be clean, yo, Xavi.
You do it to me,
nice
bro.
To have you on. Always shade, bro.
Bro, you do it to me. You do it to me. So I got to do it to you. to you, bro. Like Paul and Barry, if you know about that. Choco Vision.
To you.
Yeah. Andrew, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, man. All good. A good apart from the football, good sporting day yesterday. So,
How's work?
Yes. Yeah. But have you ever been to Slough?
No, I always drive past it sometimes. But never actually.
You know the first thing you should do when you get to Slough? Leave. Yeah. Leave.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It is dead. Yeah. It's a dead place. Sorry if anyone's watching for Slough. Please get out, man. It's like I'm telling you, there's nothing to do there whatsoever. Even the shops are dead. There's just nothing. It's just like
I can't get petrol. I can't get petrol right now.
Oh yeah, it's loads of queues. Yeah, the petrol. Yeah,
Queues have gone mad. Andrew, just before we play the sponsor video and stuff, and everyone tune in, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Just a quick question, Andrew. Did we miss Mason Mount yesterday?
I don't know. I can't give you an answer.
In your opinion.
My opinion, it's possible we missed him. But I can only go on what he previously done against. Like I think Xavi even brought it up previously. Like what he's done against the CDM. You know what he did against Fernandinho in the cup final. Cup semi-final last year. Basically, put him into retirement. We missed something in there, definitely. But with Mount's form though, this season, how do we know he would have done what he did last season? Do you know what I mean? He's not in form. So saying we missed him, yeah, but he's not in form. That's the thing, right? So listen, there's so many I wouldn't say mistakes. There's so many things yesterday, but it was the whole thing, wasn't it? Really. I mean, thank God. All I'll say is thank God for Mendy, Sadiq, because we were got thrashed yesterday.
Listen,
we got thrashed yesterday.
That was a 8.5 plus rating there for Mendy.
I'm talking man. He's our man of the match, and there's no one even close to that. Yeah, there's no one in the discussion.
What about Alonso?
Yeah, anyway.
We move. He said the man said we move.
You got your sponsor to play, yeah?
Yeah, let's play the sponsor. Guys,
Yeah.
you don't know how it goes. Download the One Football link in the description, like the video, and let's get into it. Yes, guys, today's video is sponsored by the One Football app, the #1 app for all Chelsea news and in general for all other clubs, of course. But you can find out every single information around the club right here on this app. All your transfers, incomings, outgoings, all your general injury news, team lineups, predictions, everything you'll find on this app. Make sure you guys definitely download that. You can also, rather than going on Google and put a lot of effort in, you can see where we are in the league, you can see where other clubs are, how many goals conceded, how many goals scored, etc. You can also check out the squad information on each player to keep you guys up to date. And finally, you can also check out all other competitions, not just Chelsea. You can, look at rival clubs. You can look at different competitions, the internationals, for example. And definitely, I would recommend this app. If you guys want to check it out, click on the link in the description. Go check it out. It helps me a lot. And you'll be seeing this app a lot more on my channel. Big up everyone that's supporting the channel. And thank you, One Football, for the opportunity. Yes, people, as it just said now, today's video is sponsored by the One Football app. Please download the link in the description to support this channel. And KJ, man, good to see you, man. How are you?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel, man. Chelsea put me more down. So I'm kind of just living, but we're alive and we're healthy, so we're happy.
Rival drop points, man. Should be okay.
I mean, is that really a victory?
I would say it as we didn't get punished. We didn't get punished, though. You know what I mean? All those Liverpool fans laugh now that we lost, and then 2.5 hours later, remember their best defence. Van Dijk and Matip got roughed up by Ivan Toney and that. Saying that though, we go there in a couple of weeks, so I'm not going to really. So it's like, you know what I mean? I can see that. So, but it was funny them going, "Oh, you dropped point." I think it's funny we got bantered for losing to City. That's what I didn't get. We got bantered for losing to City.
That Sunny guy, innit?
But he was like
that guy.
But we're back though. That means we're at the top.
Yeah, I like it. That's fine. I like it that they're focused on us. It means they know we're a danger. That's all. You know what I mean?
So, if you banter us for losing, that means we're supposed to be better for them than them in a way. You know what I mean? So it's like they didn't expect us to lose. So they're like, "Oh, you lost to them." I would rather lose a 1-0 to City, you know what I mean, than lose to a freaking Brentford or draw Brentford. You know what I mean? We should be beating Brentford. City, we're not always gonna beat them. We're not gonna always beat. Yeah. You feel me? Even that too.
At home. With the greatest player who's ever played in the world, and you still lose.
Yeah, exactly, United fans. Can you imagine? Imagine that's your GOAT, people.
I know Sadiq was a little hurt, too, that his player didn't take the penalty either.
Plus, Villa deserved that victory. It's not like 100%. A 1-0 smash and grab. They deserved that victory.
I see target missed like an open net.
Listen, I just wanted Villa to win like whatever scoreline, but just have that penalty points for my FPL. Ronaldo.
I know. Yeah, my FPL was destroyed yesterday. No,
Same.
destroyed yesterday. Absolutely. Thank God I switched in Antonio last minute yesterday, and he scored against Leeds.
He
Thank
nearly
God I did that.
failed. He nearly failed.
Yeah, I know, but still he scored, right? I took Danny Ings out.
Ooh, Jimenez is back, boy.
Yeah, Wolves up
Saucy
1-0.
goal, man.
It was
Who's
saucy.
Oh, Jimenez. Oh, my God.
Jimenez.
Round. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, saucy goal, that one. He went round a lot.
Yeah.
So he's back. Might need to play my FPL team.
Cancelo gave me 12 points. Now I'm happy again. I'm happy.
Why would you have
Cancelo's
Cancelo?
balling, bro.
Listen,
balling.
it was a 50-50 chance we
You
could have
listen.
won.
How can you
Cancelo
have a
was
City
balling.
player in your team?
Bro, I had Cancelo, Diaz, and Grealish.
I used my wild card to get rid of Jesus and
Oh no.
and what's his name? Torres, and brought in Salah.
That's fine. I got Salah in my team. It was like,
I brought in Salah and Broha.
you know
I
the
think-
rules of FPL, don't you, Jester? You always have Salah as your first player you pick. So it's like
I didn't even have him on my team because everybody convinced me to go get Bruno.
I got Bruno as well. Yeah, I'm thinking of trading him.
Somebody with the MA Hive said, "Go get Bruno. Bruno's the man." I
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You convinced me to get Bruno.
There you go,
Oh, the
black.
receipts of that.
The-
I
you
already
know, you know
got
the ball
rid of-
just
I already
landed
got
in my
rid of
garden,
this,
right?
man. Oh,
Don't
baby,
listen
oil.
to Sadiq, man. He was telling people to put Kepa in as their goalkeeper.
You know they say he
Yeah.
missed it on purpose.
Different.
Ba-
Some
How are
people
you,
said
man?
he missed it on purpose.
I'm
Yeah,
good,
I
man.
think
How are
you
you?
did. Yeah, I'm good. You had a good sleep, man. You look like you've just woken up.
Yeah, man. After the stream ends, I'm going to
Oh, what a ball! What a ball! Put it
I'm gonna
away.
get ready.
Oh, where you going today?
Oh.
I'm just gonna go out of the house for a bit, you know.
Oh, fresh
Like,
air.
you know, I don't know if you've subscribed to my other channel. I love my trains.
Okay.
You got two channels, right?
You got two channels. Okay. Okay. You can tell me about it later on. Just give me a quick overview of yesterday's game from your fan experience.
Disappointing performance.
Who was our worst player on the pitch yesterday?
Baby
Kovačić.
Oil FC.
You
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
lot of options, man.
Baby Oil FC coming on, and Broha.
Kovačić.
Ooh,
KJ.
draft points. Come on, draft points.
I want Bro to score so bad.
Yeah. Lois looks dangerous.
What's the score?
1-0.
1-0.
Wolves.
Kovacic.
60
I don't know if you're
minute.
playing Southampton, right?
24th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Southampton.
Home or away?
Home
Away.
for Southampton.
Oh.
I lost.
So,
Livermento lost me points on clean sheet. Then.
Jessers, you just want to explain your background?
Yeah.
Behind
It's
you,
a-
not your personal history.
It's a lovely
Behind
background.
you.
Can we
Not
see
your
it?
personal history, Jester. Not your personal history, Jester.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
don't
it'd be an R rating if I did my personal history.
I'm
NC
editing my
17.
vlog.
Yeah. Only over 18s.
Let's see.
No, this is the man that we need to have back to play with Lukaku.
Yeah.
Right here behind us.
It did.
Can you tilt a bit to the side so I can see?
KJ's a Pulisic stand.
Of course.
Let's see. Have
Let me go the other way.
The lineup come out for the banter derby.
There
Nippon,
we
you see
go.
that? Nippon, do you see that? We need Pulisic in this squad right now.
Yeah, Jester.
That tattoo's hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Once I can back your boy. This game was fine for Pulisic.
Well, I think that we've seen everybody else play with Lukaku. We haven't seen Pulisic play with Lukaku.
Hey, and Nippin, what rating did you give Werner for yesterday?
Yeah, Werner.
I think I gave him a 5.
Whoa!
That's a bit harsh.
How can you give him a 5 when he played? You
5.
gave him a 4 when he played against Spurs.
5.
That's a bit harsh.
Nipping standards are high, man.
Look,
That's
man,
not
I was
fine.
a bit dejected from the game.
5.
Man, I would have been so pissed if I watched that performance.
Yes, it's the number that comes after 4, KJ. 5.
Oh my days. Wait, what race is this even?
5.
$5 foot long.
Hey, Andreas is back again.
Nippin, who was worse than Werner yesterday for Chelsea?
Who was
Alonso.
Don't give him any help, Xavi. Oh, is that 2-0? No, it's the replay.
So I really have to choose who the worst player was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you can say
horrible.
Or you can say Werner was the worst.
Yeah, since there's no father to bully me if I say anything bad. Yeah.
Have you talked to WorldWideChels HR about his bullying yet? Because I think that's what you need to talk to him about.
Nippin, I've spoken to you privately about this, right? Come on.
Yeah, man, he was bad, and he's not good enough.
It was bad. But guys, listen, let's push to 50 likes at least. Subscribe and hit the notification. Let us know in the comments who was the worst player on the pitch for Chelsea. But yeah, many people in the comments saying Mason Mount wasn't needed. Look, that's everyone's opinions there. We do have some positive news for Juve's game on Wednesday. I think 2 players could be doubtful. I saw Chiesa.
They're both out.
Sorry?
Morata and Dybala are both out.
Yeah. Morata.
So if Morata's out, that's a plus for Juve, not a bad thing for him.
Thanks.
So
for Juve, he does well.
they're going to be starting Moist Keane.
Oh,
Hey,
don't
bro.
say that. Don't say that word.
He's not Chelsea. He's just shit.
Please say that M word. Please don't.
Sometimes good, sometimes.
Yes, sometimes it may be good, or sometimes it may be trash.
Yes. Thank you for keeping it PG, Nippin.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for doing your best Mario impression. We do appreciate that.
Nah, that wasn't Mario. That was Gennaro Gattuso.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you know what he says? Sometimes good, sometimes. Yeah, that's what we're saying. But PG.
Yeah.
But listen, guys. Obviously, some of these news that we're going to be reading, and some of them we're going to be debating, are tier 3, tier 4. Some are tier 1 and 2. Occasionally, sometimes. But it says that we are considering for going for Chiesa in January. Justice. Do you think do you think this is realistic?
These rumors will not go away.
Nippin, one at a time, please. No father, please. Okay,
Look, I don't see it happening in January. Could he go in the summertime? Absolutely. There's multiple scenarios in which he goes in the summertime.
Yeah.
Why can't we game in January?
I just think that January is too difficult of a window to do a big deal because he wouldn't go to Juve for Chiesa. It would be a Bayern. For me, it's going to be Bayern or us. So it's either he goes to Bayern in the summertime as a Lewandowski replacement or the successor to Lewandowski, or he stays with us. He's not going to Juve.
What, Chiesa?
No, Werner.
We're talking about Chiesa.
Oh, Werner.
Isn't that what you said? That Werner is going for Chiesa? Or is it just straight Chiesa?
Just straight Chiesa. I've not heard anything about Werner, bro. I've not said Werner.
You were talking about Werner before, so I thought it was.
I can't remember.
I want to say something about Alvaro Morata.
Baby oil is coming on. Jesus.
Yeah, Baby Oil FC's coming on.
Who's Baby Oil?
Adama Traore.
Come on, bro.
I respect him, bro.
It's still Baby Oil FC.
At this rate, we can sign him and put him on a left wing back, according to the fan base. So,
left wing back? How about right wing back?
Oh, that's how desperate we are. Chilwell and Alonso not good enough, apparently.
Alonso's not good enough.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
You just did.
About
Werner.
Alvaro Morata.
Okay,
Okay,
keep it PG. Keep it
we're
PG.
not talking about, but okay. Yeah.
If Alvaro Morata is so bad, if he was captain of Titanic, he would be in a maritime museum, not 4,000 meters below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean.
Why do
missed
you
me
hate
on
Morata
that
so much?
Cheers,
You don't
Jeff.
get it, do you?
You tried very hard on that one, Nippy.
Cheers, Jeff.
You don't get it, do you?
I was about to say
You
that.
don't get it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Explain it to us.
You missed
Explain
the
to us.
iceberg.
Hey, we're very low IQ people here. You have to keep it like poop jokes.
Yeah.
Did you get it though? Did you get the
Nippin,
Titanic reference?
Nippin, we're joking. We get it, bro. We're just joking.
Cheers, Jeff.
I just didn't bang.
Guys, allow him, man. Let him enjoy his jokes, man. Everyone tune in, man. Like the video, man. Like the video, man, for Nippin's jokes. If you want more of that, let us know in the comments, please.
No, don't. No,
That
don't.
was a dad joke.
I don't have tumbleweeds in my garden. No more jokes like that, please.
Were there any Morata stands when he was at Chelsea?
There were
Yeah,
no
Andrew.
stands. There
Me.
were no stands.
There's always stands.
No
Andrew.
stands at that time.
Andrew,
No, I was not.
Andrew
I was
was
not
a fan of
Morata
Morata.
stan.
I remember.
No,
In the beginning, we all were. Come on.
No, I
I
don't.
was a Morata fan.
KJ, don't excuse that. In the beginning, nothing.
Ads
No,
had his
come on,
shirt
man.
on. Morata on the back. But
No,
yeah.
but on a real note,
Sadiq was waiting outside for that signing. Him, drink water, Bakayoko.
The 17. Run it
Daka
back.
Costa.
I was actually there with Sky Sports at Chelsea, but listen, let me just say something.
Wait, you got into Sky Sports once?
I've been on there enough times, bro. I'm OG.
oh, come on.
Oh,
Sorry.
gee.
Nippin, you should be grateful that you're on this channel, bro.
Whoa.
You're so lucky, man.
Good Lord,
I'm
man.
not lucky.
He's
I
coming
made
hit.
it happen. I'm not lucky.
How do I get on? Wow. Good for
Basically,
you.
to get on there, you have to be the opposite of Farmer.
Nippin
That's
came
what
back
you
with
gotta
the sledgehammer.
He just took that man out.
I'm everything that Barber isn't.
Are you
Oh.
sure?
I don't bully people who disagree with me.
Well, don't air
He ain't getting up anytime
personal
soon.
business.
Yeah, brother ain't getting up anytime soon. No, just a sec.
Ooh,
No, I'm
that
talking
was
about
nasty.
Snedo.
That was nasty.
Wait, wasn't Fata on the other stream?
Now,
Yes.
I always when I ask this question, is his name Father
Ah!
or Farter?
It's
Fator.
Fator, but I call him father.
I call him
It looks like
Farter.
an R in there.
Just me.
I'm just gonna call him Farter.
I called him Jim. Just the one.
Can we call him Dave?
We just call him Dave.
Yeah, call him Dave.
We'll just call him Dave.
Let's call him Frank. All right, Frank.
So the North London Derby.
Anybody seen that Frank Lampard interview?
Which one?
The latest one.
Yeah, he's like with Joe
About
Cole.
Tomori.
Yeah.
Who did he blame this time?
Tomori.
Look, Tomori was never going to be good enough to play center back for Chelsea Football Club.
That's
You
a
need to
lie.
get that out of your mind.
Why?
He's
That's a
not
lie.
good in the air,
Bro, that's a lie.
and he's not
That's
good in his
true.
positioning. He has the pace to make it up. He's still out
But
of
you don't
position
think
for
you don't
AC
think
Milan.
that's the one point I do agree with. Positionally, he get lost sometimes, but don't you think that just being raw and somebody needs like you play with like learning from a Silva or something because he's right now he's relying on his pace to get him back and challenge. But don't you think that can be molded?
Bro, you got Maldini. Yeah.
You gotta let that stuff go.
No, I can't.
Tomori
man.
wasn't good
Maldini,
enough.
Bro. I
feel like when he came in, he was performing well. Like he, against Liverpool, he came in and
Yeah,
Pocket
I know it's all
down.
about the one shot against Wolves. That's what it's about.
no.
No. No. Listen, if Maldini looks at him like that, potential, long term, there has to be something there. I'm not
There has
saying
to be
he's
something.
amazing right now.
I didn't say he was poo. He's not good enough for Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, but that's right now. And that was on the Lampard.
Well, when do we play? In the future or right now?
Yeah, but
Right here,
that's the
right
same with
now.
Pulisic.
Right now.
That's the same with Pulisic. Where is he right now?
He's injured.
But he's always injured.
He's not always injured. That's a false narrative. That he's always injured.
Wow.
He gets mini injuries.
That's also a false narrative. He's had the same injury.
Mods.
He's
It's
unavailable.
all right. The bit's been done. Don't worry.
From certain injuries.
What injury did he pick up in this last international break?
I don't know. You tell me, Jeff. I'm not getting information from Chelsea around this.
Jeff, where my Hefe? Call me Hefe.
I feel like Pulisic has been injured more than I've seen him play.
No problem, G-off.
Exactly, Javi.
Well, I'm sorry if you don't have a very good memory.
I don't believe that.
But bro,
that's
like,
not
I
true.
feel like
I
I seen him play against Crystal Palace, and then he's injured again. Like last season.
He
toward the end,
didn't get injured. He didn't get injured. He got COVID.
Oh, okay.
How is that an
He's
injury?
always-
Did he?
That's true. He's always out.
Yeah,
though.
he got COVID.
I just, you know what? I'm
Wait,
saying this
when did he
because
get COVID?
I'm saying this because it's like, you know what he can bring to the team, and it's like I need him to be playing, bro. Like, come on.
Before the
Need you.
international break, he was out for those 2 games
Javi, I just don't
because
think
of
he
the
likes
10-day
American players,
lockdown
Javi.
thing. Or
Huh?
He doesn't like
isolation.
American players, man. He doesn't like American players. Javi doesn't.
All right, that's false, bro. That's Sadiq. Can you talk to him?
I'm not involved when it's around you.
Yeah, he tested positive for COVID.
If
That's
it's
why he
Ruben
missed
Loftus
2
Cheek,
games before the international break. He was on his way to back-to-back 90-minute games within 2 games. And somebody put in a hard tackle. And when that happened, I think it was a high ankle sprain is what they're saying. Well, actually, they're not saying anything. So I don't know what.
Even Lampard's season, though, I feel like there's always something. Oh, his hamstring was going on. Like,
Oh, that's
I feel like
correct. That's
he
correct.
doesn't. I feel like he can't play through pain either. Like if something is, or even if he's feeling something, like he's gonna play against Burnley, he's like, my hamstring's about to go.
That's false. In Lampard's season, he only had 5 injuries. His longest one was a torn abductor muscle.
I feel like that's too much.
12 games. That was literally it. So
I know, you guys know I'm not a fan of Mount, but like I've only, bro, I don't got an agenda. But I'm not like a, oh my God, Mount is the greatest thing since sliced bread type of player. But I feel like
bread is key. Sliced bread is key.
he's durable. Like this is the first time I've seen Mount get injured.
Yeah, but I understand he's consistent. But if you're consistently average, does that mean anything?
But it's like at least he's there and available. Pulisic is just like never there, bro.
That is,
Maybe I'm blowing it out of
true.
proportion because I need to see him play and I know what he could bring to this team. And like it's like, come on, bro. Like I feel like it's more than average injuries. Like he's injured more than the average football player.
He's had a torn adductor, okay,
Yeah,
which is a very serious injury, and then he tore his hamstring because of the torn adductor.
Guys, check the private chat.
We're not doing a pole nipping. We're not doing
We're
a
not
pole.
doing a pole nipping, please. This is not the nipping show. This is the WorldWideChels channel.
So again, these are the only 2 injuries he's had, and the subsequent injuries that he had last year were because he came back too soon from the torn hamstring. So he wasn't right. He got played a whole lot by Lampard, and he just wasn't mentally there with his injury, coming back from his injury. He didn't trust his body. But after that,
games, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What are you doing?
This guy oh no, this is the BDB. So let me count this.
Oh, he's checking his injury list.
Bro, yes, bro. Because
Make sure you check it twice. Just find out if the injury is naughty or nice.
Look at the amounts of games missed.
How many has he
I
missed?
think that torn abductor one was a big one because he missed he was out from January 2nd to June 6th, which is like a good portion.
but we didn't play.
January 2nd to June 6th, we played games.
Remember that was lockdown.
Oh yeah, he missed 12 games. Oh, that's when he came back and was like that. That's the Pulisic we want to see.
I think he's
and then
fortunate. I think fortunately,
and then
lockdown happened because we're able to see a good form from him. If it happened, we wouldn't have a lot of games to go on.
He would have been out the whole season.
How many injuries did he have?
I don't know the total. It's several.
Bro, I think Justice will agree that if he keeps, like, if another injury or two comes, I feel like you would agree we should sell him.
If it's non-contact injuries, I can agree. If somebody comes and slides and takes his ankle out and he breaks his ankle, how is that his fault?
That's extreme. But it's like, look, Hazard. I'm not comparing him to the level of Hazard, but as a winger and someone who takes on players, Pulisic is going to get fouled a lot. He has to develop some durability. He has to. He's gonna get contact on him, bro.
You can't do anything about that though.
But I'm saying his durability is poor, because it's like, as he's a skillful winger who's gonna get past people. Defenders are gonna foul him. He's gonna get those contacts. He got to be able to play through that.
Chelsea didn't get anything like this, and he got fouled way more.
You guys.
No, but I'm thinking
okay. Christian Pulisic gets fouled more in an international game than any player you've ever seen.
Okay, that's international. Well, Hazard Chelsea got fouled a lot.
But we're talking about the injury he has now. He gets fouled so many times during a game. It's unbelievable. Okay, they take his ankles out, they chop him down all game long, and he's fine. It just happened that this guy, the last tackle he went into was a bad one. That happens in any sport. You can't account for that. You can't account for what other people are going to do. When I was referring to injuries, I'm talking about consistent muscle injuries, non-contact injuries that underlie a different problem. If it's something that happens on the field, it's just one of those things that happen. I mean, Hazard's career could be ended with one more tackle. He's that close to being done. If he breaks his ankle again, he's done, or breaks a bone. So, yeah, all those tackles that you talked about finally caught up with Hazard. It shortened his career.
Yeah, but
I think Hazard's died.
I think that's with the Madrid doctors that I've not looked on.
No.
Yeah, it's same with Gareth Bale.
No.
Gareth Bale got destroyed there as well.
You're talking about these are reports from a surgeon, okay? Somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about. We just can't discount it because it doesn't fit the narrative we want to believe in.
But how can you have
all the times that he took all those hits on his ankle?
I can explain why Hazard is going to be longer than Pulisic.
Well, you can explain it, but it's not going to happen.
Well, just because of the age, it can be done. Pulisic is going to be longer because he's younger. But what I'm saying is if you look how Pulisic is playing, Pulisic is not playing with knees down with low gravity. Pulisic is more dribbler than Hazard. Hazard outpaced to the sides. He goes around the players quicker than Pulisic. Pulisic dribbles. So to dribble, you need to be higher gravity. So what he does is he lifts his body up and move his feet quicker. Hazard does the opposite. He goes down to the ground to be low gravity and then takes on the players. The reason why is that that's when you higher and higher gravity, your feet are not as stable, so it's easy to injure you. That's how it works. Hazard, he's lower gravity. That's why it's harder for him to get injured on the impact. Another thing is, friend of mine, he's from Haiti. He's saying that like people that plays for like national team against United States, they all think if they take out Pulisic, they have more chance of winning the game. That's how they approach the game against United States. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what he's saying.
Yep, they do. Look, that's why I wasn't worried about the physicality of the Premier League, because I've seen the guy get punched in the stomach in a match. No card, nothing, not even a foul. Off the ball, got punched in the stomach. So this is the type of stuff he's dealt with for years. The muscle injuries are unfortunate. Okay? And that's the thing that I'm more worried about. I'm not worried about picking up a knock because you got a hard tackle against you. Those things can happen to anybody at any time. Any player can go out with those things.
But I'm worried
the muscle
about his
injuries
durability.
the muscle injuries are not important at all. They're just muscle injury. You can tear muscle, it grows back. The biggest problem for the player, specifically for the attacking player, it's the ligaments, because that's the primary thing that you use to pass the player. The ligaments, that's what connects you bone tissues to bone tissues. What do you think? It's just like floating over there? No, something has to hold it.
Okay, I put that down as muscle injuries again. Hamstring, he said hamstring and adductor. I think a ligament and a tendon, or maybe two ligaments. I don't know. I don't remember anatomy that well. So
I see what you're saying.
I'm saying that's soft tissue injuries, muscle injuries, connector tissue injuries. Those are the things I'm worried about.
Somebody said that just now about the physicians. It is true. It could be based on the physician program. Gareth Bale, it's not like a false narrative. It is. In Spain, the doctors use a different thing to treat some things. So, for example, if you're gonna give a shot of cortisone to somebody's muscle injury, and you constantly gonna keep giving that medication it actually tends to be worse for the patient in the long run. That's where recurrent injuries can come. So if you're gonna give something to a muscle injury for a long time, or a ligament swelling, that means that injury can be reoccurring. For example, if you want that player to be quicker on the field, you will consider give him that shot. If you will give him that shot and he does it again, and you're again gonna give him a shot, that shot will actually makes it worse for the patient in the long run, because it will make fragile that specific area, and he can get re-injured. And I agree with whoever said it about Spanish doctors. They could face that, because I will, like at Chelsea, I was actually impressed with medical stuff, because our players does not get injured as much as the other players in other countries, specifically in Spain. It's a different program. It's people forget that it's like it is the same medicine, but it's how
like that machine they're doing
on
with their knees.
Yes, it's specific.
But Redneck, my question is like, all right, Pulisic, he got to know he's a good. He's gonna get fouled a lot. So why do we have to worry about? We're gonna have to worry about every time he gets a challenge, he's not gonna be able to play for a couple games. I feel like durability is something. I feel like every player playing, you get those niggles, you get those pains. Like, you never, like during the season, you never get back to 100% fit, because after a while, those kicks add up to you. But when you're playing so much, you can't just sit out unless it's like something serious. You know what I mean? I feel like he has. I don't know, how can he improve that, where his durability becomes better? Because I can't be worried about Pulisic.
It can be improved. I mean, because it's like I said, it's based on a medical thing, how you approach anything. For example, Pulisic doesn't have a shred of muscle on him. That does not mean that he's not durable, because if people work out, they know there's a specific muscles and the specific groups. What you see when you're doing this, that doesn't have nothing to do if you cannot arm wrestle, because it's a different things, different muscle groups. So, for example, the bony players like Rudiger, he's wide in the shoulders, but he doesn't have like a bodybuilder build. You know what I'm saying? So Pulisic can improve those muscles groups that actually helps him stay stable on the field. And it takes time, because he came, I don't know what kind of Borussia Dortmund program using to increase, but I know Chelsea knows the Premier League, to improve the durability, they have to. Did anybody remember Andreas Christensen? That nobody gave him a chance in Premier League, because you can see he's weak. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I couldn't lie. Like, I thought he was too soft. Yeah, I'm not even gonna hold.
You see what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden he becomes increasingly better and better and better, and you're not afraid of him going in one-on-one versus somebody else. that same thing, same program could be adjusted to the Pulisic. The only problem with Pulisic is you cannot take Pulisic out of United States squad. Like you can't. Like no matter what, how bad. Like for example, he went into this international break not 100% ready. You know what I'm saying? He went over there. He was injured before, so he was not 100% ready when he went to the international. And he will lie to the doctor that he's ready because he wants to improve United. You know what I'm saying? Some people will actually withdraw themselves from the international duty, not Pulisic, just to get the 100% ready. That's just who Pulisic is. He's big in the United States, and I understand him. So I don't know.
Now, big up to myself for getting the Pulisic argument or Pulisic debate going for first 40 minutes of the.
Redneck Blue,
Hello.
where are you from?
Originally or now?
Originally.
I'm Russian.
Russian. I thought you sound. I'm not gonna lie. I thought
Wait.
you were Mexican.
American?
Oh, hell no.
American.
No, he didn't say
Right,
American.
man.
He
Just
said
my
Mexican.
How
Mexican.
Mexican. No
Yeah, you're
way.
Mexican for some reason.
I was asked.
on some howler.
I was asked from Americans if I'm from Mexico before, so that's not a.
Yeah, well, but that's just because they think anybody who speaks with a different
With
tone is
accent,
from
yeah, yeah,
Mexico.
It's been asked. That's
Look, I can tell the difference between someone who's from Texas and someone who's from New York.
Well, that's
Of course
easy.
you would.
That's easy.
I think the accent could tell you that.
That's like saying like you from Scotland or from England.
Yeah.
Or if you're from Bristol as opposed to Sheffield.
I've been in the United States for
too.
I've been in the United States for a long time, so I have less Russian accent as plus I speak Romanian, and it's a little bit softer. So I don't sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
People, like, you know what I'm saying?
on all levels softer. How long you been in the US?
18 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what's the next topic we're getting into?
Okay, I got a couple questions we can do. So, for yesterday, since we're still on yesterday's games, for yesterday's game, would you have rather had a fully fit Kanté or an available Mount or a fully fit
Fully
Mount?
fit Kanté. That's easy.
I think
right.
people like. I think Tuchel. What Tuchel said yesterday is to protect the players. I don't actually think anybody was not fit. I think that system did not work. We give it a try and it did not work. And what he did is he said that they are not 100%. I think he just to protect the players.
Yeah.
I don't think like he didn't want to say that did not work. Did not work. I just think that's just my opinion. I just think everybody was fit. System didn't work, and he didn't want to like put the players on the front line. So he's like, "Yeah, Kanté wasn't 100% because you can always say that. Like, there's nobody ever 100%."
Well, I say I'm going to go on the basis that he was telling the truth and they weren't. So, Nippin,
Yo,
a fully fit Kanté for yesterday or a fully fit Mount? You can have one of the two.
Kante.
Alex?
Mount. I
Mount?
said it before, yeah.
Andrew?
In that specific role.
What they're playing like this season, I'd say Kante, only because Mount's in horrible form. So
KJ?
Kante.
Usually Mount though.
Kanté. So we agree that Mount wasn't missed. We missed an informed Kanté.
Yeah,
That's what we missed.
I think it's. I wouldn't discredit that though. I think what I was going back. Sorry, Andrew. Is
Sorry, mate, go ahead.
I don't know. I made this point that Mount he occupies that CDM a lot. I don't know. Like
You don't think
Rodri-
Kanté would have done that? A fully fit Kanté?
I think the formation we played, Kanté wasn't in that role. You know what I mean? I think if we went.
So you're saying that if Mount was fit, we would have not played that role, that formation?
No, I think you would have
honestly
seen Javi. I don't know if you agree with me. I think you would have seen a same type of midfield against, like when we played City in the final and Real Madrid in the semi-finals. Both of them were on the pitch then, and they pressed a lot. They pressed a lot out of their midfielders. So I think we've actually seen the one actually may have been out in that type of system, the way the game plan is played, would have been Kovačić. Actually, the one player that would have missed out.
Yep.
But unfortunately, the thing is, it's very easy to go, like most people are saying, oh, we missed Mount. Mount's not in form. That's the problem. I don't know. Mount's not in form. So if you're giving me a choice of what they are now, not what they've done previously now, because otherwise, I'll reverse time and bring back Lampard and Drogba and everything. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. But it's like, unfortunately, Mount, you could say we would have done well with Mount, but we don't know because he's not in any sort of form at the moment to say we would have done well. A fully fit Kanté is a difference, whether he's coming back to fitness or not. But that's why I'm saying we need to plan on getting there's no similar player like Kanté, but someone who's got that energy, can run with the ball. And I know you're going to say that we have that Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but maybe we need to get another one as well because of Loftus-Cheek's previous injuries and everything. We just need that type of player who can carry the ball in that type of system as well, but also look for a more powerful runner like an Essien type or something like that. I think that would suit that midfield. But back to Mount, I just think this Mount may have been gobbled up yesterday as well, given the form he's in. We never know though. It's what if, isn't it? So it's like.
But the question was, would you take informed Mount over informed?
Is it informed or is it? Is it just
no? I just said fully fit.
Oh, fully fit. Okay,
fully fit.
It's fully fit. I'll take at the moment the form they're in. I'll take Kanté as the form they're in.
Because form comes and goes, but I was talking about full health.
Yeah.
I think people couldn't wait to say this though. I think people couldn't wait to see we lose a game without Mount and be like, "Oh, Mount should have been there."
Yeah, of course it is. It's because people have player agendas over club agendas. I have my favorite player. He's on my the back of my shirt and on my background. That doesn't mean if he doesn't play, I want the team to lose.
No, exactly.
I secretly hope they lose. That's never been the case with me.
I feel like the way people were responding, you could tell secretly they're like, "Yes, I couldn't wait for this to prove that we couldn't win, like without Mount." You know what I mean?
The thing is that's what serves. That's why it's called an agenda, because it serves their agenda, right? You better believe if Mendy had pulled us yesterday, I'd be all over Mendy like a rash, criticising him. Yeah, because of course I'll tell you why. Because he's actually proven consistently he plays at a very high standard. Yeah, so I'd be all over him going, "Why have you done this? Why have you done that?" I wouldn't be looking going, "Oh yeah, well Rudiger didn't pass it at the right angle," or the boots weren't good, or the pitch was like at a different angle or something like that. It's all about that. You are right. Some fans have an agenda. It's not just ones we know. Others that would just like to basically just go like this to us. No. I was right. Essentially, that's what it is. Where it should be, their focus should be like ours is like, okay, why did everyone play badly? Do you know what I mean? Why didn't we play well enough? What are we going to change this moving forward? Should be like that.
So, are we now in agreement that we should go back to the 3-4-3 and abandon the 3-5-2?
I feel like we should start, and then if we need to change to that 5-3-2, then because I feel like we know this is. I feel like that was the wrong game to like test it out.
Well, the system worked against Spurs, didn't it? So we can't say it didn't.
I mean, we changed it.
Yeah,
to work.
That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. We can't say it doesn't. Like it doesn't work. It does work in particular situations. Like
hold on a second. Technically, it did work after we made the substitution too, because when Robin Loftus-Cheek came in, we became better in the midfield.
But we already had Kai on at that point, so we were playing more of a 3-4-3 anyway. It was Kai, Werner, and
but Kai was playing in the middle. Timo Werner still played, and
I think Kai was playing right.
We could say it was a different version of a 3-5-2 with a cam instead of a.
like a 3-4-1-2 or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's just 3-4-1-2.
So
the thing is, I don't even think the formation was a problem. I just think we weren't up our energy. Like we weren't even up.
Well, both things can be true, though. Both things can be true.
It was, I think, like I said, like if you watch me previous things, I was for 3-5. First of all, I want Mount. Before I found out Mount was hurt, I wanted Mount to play because Mount, even how bad his form was, I wanted him to play because he somehow shows up at the big games. So does Kai Havertz. So I wanted them to play first. But then Mount said that Mount was injured. So then I wanted to play 3-5-2 with Kai Havertz. I did not wanted to play with Timo. Then the problem yesterday, it wasn't 3-5-2 for me. I think it was the specific midfielders. It might be not popular, but for me, Jorginho is more in fault yesterday than Kante. For me, just because the way he was approaching the game. But I understand his decisions because based on what Kante's availability. For example, does Kovačić can hold the ball when you pass it to him and he has a player on him? Kovačić can hold it and can turn around and can pass it. Does Kante can do holding when he has one or two players on him? And go forward, not go backwards, but go forward. And that's when my questions start. Kante cannot hold the ball for a second and draw the defense to him and then turn and pass it. What Robin Loftus-Cheek did yesterday, I have a biased opinion on him, but when he turns, his frame is already wide, but when he puts the hand up, that's like 6 feet radius. Nobody can get to the ball. That's what Robin Loftus-Cheek did for us, and we started to play better. Not necessarily change the formation. You see what I'm saying? It's the players that we have in that formation, and I don't think Kante is the one that suited. I wanted Kovačić to go up and Kante drop, but Kante and Jorginho cannot make those 1-2 passes get out of the pressure.
Also, what also happened on like Spurs was like our wing backs were able to get up as well because obviously Spurs
you lose the midfield, you lose.
That's what I mean. But we could play that free when we got the wing backs when Spurs gave us enough space to use the wing backs. It didn't happen yesterday. So basically, when you have that type of midfield, you have no attacking impetus because it's not an attacking midfield. Therefore, what you're doing is either just passing it forward and not thinking where the player is, or hoofing it up. Like that.
We did not have a vision. It's like either all the way from defense to the forward, or we just keep in the midfield. Like we're going into defensive midfield, and all of a sudden we're losing that space between defense, between the midfield and forwards. And we're just losing the possession.
Which is why Alex is right, and as everyone said it, that type of midfield three suits a Mount RLC type of player because they can carry the ball. That's why that type of game suits that type of player. Where other games like the Spurs games, you can get away with those three midfielders because Kovačić is the one that really progresses. In that type of midfield like that, they're not going to progress because they're pinned back, and also the wing backs are pinned back as well. We lost remember, I think everyone forgets sometimes we lost Reece James early in that game as well. I'm not saying he was playing well.
And another defensive move.
Yeah, and then it went ultra defensive, didn't it? It went ultra defensive because we had to play Azpi right wing back, bring on Thiago Silva. And then also, everyone's like, I know they didn't really play well, but you're also asking Timo Werner to try and hold. They're giving him passes where he has to drop deep and try and hold up the ball. That's not his game. His game is either through.
He came to help. He came in the middle to help.
Yeah, he came there. He was too deep. He came to get the ball. It's like he should be going, hit me or run. And that's the thing as well. Yesterday, there were chances to hit the guys long or cross it in. They didn't take it. I said it's on Lewis's stream. Last year, we didn't have a centre forward. We were crossing the ball in like every other time. This year, we got a centre forward who can header. We're hardly crossing the ball in. I think it was in the first half. Remember when Azpilicueta, he was on the run, had that chance. You saw the movement in the middle of Alonso and Lukaku. He should have hit that cross first time. What did he do? I don't know why. He stopped.
I was so mad when
I
that
was
happened.
pissed. I was like, you could see Lukaku.
Yeah.
He was. I think even Tuchel on the sideline. Because
Yeah.
that's the most animated I've seen Tuchel since he's been here. He was pissed yesterday because I'm sure that's no way he wanted to play like that. Yeah, and in no way he expected probably Man City to play like that or us to play like that. But we need to start being better at picking up these runs. And you know what? We need to start being braver at just trying the passes as well. Yeah, because they're going to come off. They're going to come off.
We have the players that play into the space.
Yeah.
But we never use them. And for me, I'm blaming Jorginho for that, because Jorginho, like when he's an offensive third, you know, like one touch pass and like, oh, that's amazing pass. Yeah. It is amazing. But when he's in defensive mode and he has ability to one touch it forward, he does it, but that ball doesn't go with pace into the space. It goes looping.
No.
You see what I'm saying? It goes like this. And when it goes down, first of all, it bounces hard and it's hard to control for the forward. Second of all, it's so looping that the defense have time to actually come into the defense.
Yeah. But I don't know if you agree with me, Alex. The thing should have been, if anyone's going to drop deeper out of two forwards, it should be Lukaku, right?
Yeah.
Deeper, because then you could hold the ball and put Werner in. Put Werner in like that. Hold up Diaz like that. But it just didn't happen, and I'm sure Tuchel would have said something like, "You gotta do this," but it was very frustrating. I thought they should have changed something at halftime, something like that, instead of after the goal.
So maybe Kai comes on at halftime. Kanté goes up. Kai,
Ruben
because Kai can drop and do some of that.
Yeah, just something different, but not react after. That was the one thing. That's the first time I've seen Tuchel be reactionary instead of being proactive like he was the previous week at Spurs. He was proactive on the halftime, getting Mount off because he wasn't playing well, and also changing the system, bringing Kanté on. This is the first time, because remember, he didn't change it at halftime. He was still playing that formation that way at halftime. He didn't, and that's the thing as well. It's like, okay, you're a great coach and everything, but this is also a learning thing for him yesterday. You should have changed it at halftime. Or look at Mourinho. Remember old school Mourinho? Sometimes he made two subs in the first half when he wasn't liking what we were doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just be like, we should have seen it after maybe 15, 20 minutes. They would dominate us.
I think it wasn't a big surprise for Pep how we're gonna play. I think
it wasn't.
I think based on how we played, and people say that we like a midfield, and I said it again, and I said it before. We will run it, we'll lose in midfield, and we're reacting to losing the midfield. And Pep was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what Villa did, and I'm gonna do what Tottenham did, because I have a freaking better players to do that job. And he actually did it. And Bernardo Silva did freaking number on our midfield.
He was quality. That's the type of player, Alex. That's the type of player we need.
Exactly.
I shut up, Jester. I know he's going to Spain, but that's that mold. That's the profile player we need. That is for this system.
Why do we need Bernardo Silva?
Because he's that type of player, links that midfield and the attack. That's the type of player. He's quality.
And you know what I noticed about Silva? What he was doing, he was blocking that space where we could roll it into Lukaku.
Absolutely. See, that's the point.
It's called fronting. You front the postman.
I think Pep was ready for assistance.
Well, it is like an NBA. It almost is like an NBA when you.
But Alex, the great coaches learn this, right? It might take them 2 or 3 times. They learn
For me, the bigger, like I always like. That's what like people's like. I'm a grown up in the class, so when people saying stupidest things like we got the easy runs, or we get like easy schedule, or like, oh, we're gonna get a number of Man City and stuff like that. People should just be quiet and stick to watching TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no such a thing. It's an easy game in any professional sports. Any given Saturday, Friday, whatever, they can roll a number on you. That's why I was nervous against City. Like, people saying like we easy gonna pass them. Like, our defense is actually good yesterday. And the goal, if you think about it, the goal we conceded is the one that took deflection. We are fine. But guys,
They The defense is the reason we didn't concede more.
Well, Mendy's the actual.
Thiago cleared one off the line, so
Thiago cleared off the line. Yeah, Thiago.
As I remember correct, Nupin is actually the one that predicted that what's his face is gonna score the first goal. He was right about that.
So the guy that got my FPL team.
Like even Grealish's shot was going in.
But he's rubbish. I knew he was bound.
I think Grealish's shot was going in the post, but could be hit Mendy.
That was going
Mendy got like fingertips.
That joint was going in. If he did not get his assist for that, it was going in.
Listen,
and then I think Mendy made a one-on-one save, I believe.
Yeah.
Thiago had it off the line. Like they kind of messed up.
Mendy even saved on that one. It's just unfortunate it went to a Man City player and then Thiago got it off.
I think we are kind of lucky it was just 1-0 to be honest. I don't want to dwell on the 1-0 because it could have been worse. I just want to know how we're going to respond and if that was just a bump in the food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what worries me. Yeah. It's when you lose how you're gonna go against them. And somehow
I just want that to be a bump.
I'm happy that we're playing in 4 days, but at the same time, if we lose 2 in a row, and all of a sudden Sunderland game is going, like what I'm saying, like I don't underestimate Sunderland. Sunderland is pretty decent.
Southampton.
Sorry, yeah. Same crap. Red white.
Red and white stripes, right?
Yeah. But then with that redneck, then when that happens, then it's gonna be like, oh my God, Tuchel. The Tuchel rumors are gonna come up. Then the environment is gonna be off. Like, you know what I mean? Then players are gonna start falling. Like it's like, are we gonna do this again?
That's why I don't want Rudiger to sign a new contract because.
Thank you very much, Rudiger. Thank you. Thank you.
Today, by the way.
Huh?
Predictions for the banter derby.
We're talking about Chelsea. We don't care about that derby. We're a Chelsea channel.
Okay, let's look forward. Let's look forward now. We've dissected this last game to death. We know we have an injury at right wing back.
Yep.
And Reece James.
Yep.
So going forward, for the next 4 to 6 weeks, possibly he could be out.
Yeah.
What do we do in the right wing back position? If we're saying Aspie can't play there every game,
I know you don't like it, bro. But
Cho's going to play. Cho's going to play against Southampton.
It's like it is what it is. Like when you have injuries like this, when you have injuries like this is what happens.
I think Cho is going to play against
Juve.
Juve.
You think Cho's going to play against Juve?
Yeah.
Really?
Juve is lost 2 players, Morata and what's the name? Morata and what's
Dybala.
Dybala is out of the.
And Chiesa and
so they're starters, like they're core players.
I don't
know about Chiesa. No, I didn't. Chiesa is playing.
And then Cho at Southampton. Or do you think?
I think actually, if you ask me, I think Aspie is gonna play both of those games.
You think he'll play both?
Yeah. There's no way. Tuchel is gonna go aggressively in both games. He doesn't want to I think he's gonna be fed up with the play around the system. He's gonna put his starters 11. He wants to build the confidence immediately back where it belongs. So he's gonna put the starter.
Do you think Chilwell comes in against Juventus?
Chilwell.
Yeah, against Juventus. Think comes in for Alonso?
I would
as well.
Yeah.
Well, I think that sends a message out.
It's Italy, so it's a slower game. I don't know what's the Chilwell problem. For me, Chilwell, but I think Tuchel will start Alonso again.
I'll play Chilwell back to back. I'll play him back to back. Whether he finishes in 90 minutes is another question. But I'd start him back to back now because after Southampton game, you've got the international break. So there's get the minutes in him, and if you bring on Alonso, fine. But I would start Chilwell back to back now. I think Alonso has prefaces. I think he's played well in most games. Okay, most games I think he played well. Yesterday he didn't play that well. I'm not in this thing if this person played well. He just didn't play well. He just didn't play well last week. I think he's been average in others, but he played well against Spurs. I just think now I would like to see Chilwell play because he can offer other things that Alonso doesn't, even in attack. I think he's a better crosser. He crosses in, and I think maybe, like you said, the Italian league against Juventus would be better suited to his game, something like this, and also against Southampton as well. But
and Chilwell, like what we praise Alonso for is like, okay,
Alonso's now that I'm thinking of Juventus squad, Alonso's gonna play.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Alonso.
The way I look at the Juventus squad, I think it's gonna be Alonso.
But the thing is, if Alonso drops another stinker, I feel like we can't be rewarding this, bro. If he drops another stinker.
When did you drop a stinker?
Yesterday.
Okay, so you're gonna stop.
I'm saying
you're gonna play the reserve squad tomorrow.
No. I'm saying if he starts.
Everybody had a stinker.
Yeah. But if he starts again, a Juventus and has a bad game, I feel like, all right, let's try Chilwell now on Saturday.
Okay, I've got a question here, and let's set some people's alarm bells off. What happens if Azpi can't go one game? You don't like how Callum's playing. Who do you put it? Who do you bring in? Who's the third person in line at right wing back or right midfielder?
I don't know.
Who do you play there?
Pulisic played the fullback before.
I don't know.
I understand that, but we're already saying he's not always available. So over these 4 to 6 weeks, let's say if Azpi says, "Coach, I can't go," Callum's having a stinker. Who plays right wing back?
Someone's put back 4. N'Golo, Major General N'Golo Kante says Chalobah, but I just don't. I don't see him. I don't see it. If he plays that, he will never cross the halfway line.
So for me, Dijon Sterling's not in the squad anymore. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
What I would say is, and I said this before, I would play Mount there.
Oh no.
Yeah,
and you can play forward, left, offensive, but you cannot put the midfielder and right back. It's a complete.
Nipping your mic's very low. Your mic's low.
Now I kind of can see your agenda against Mount, by the way, Uncle Jess.
No. I like Mount. Why right back though?
Because Zilla's got it.
I didn't say right back.
Because Zilla's got it. It's Saul.
But you're not gonna play him. You have to keep wide.
Right wing back.
The wing backs are there to give you depth.
He has played wing back.
To give
right
you
wing back. Right wing back though. He's a left footer on a right wing back.
That's how you play.
And he's predominantly left footed.
How many times did we play Aspi on the right?
Yeah, on the left. Yeah, left. He played
on
left
the left
back the whole season.
I think that's different. He's a defender. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but in Tuchel's system, he does it for width. That's where he gets his width from. There's the wing backs.
Guess who's Manchester City left wing back? Yes,
Cancelo.
Yeah, and what footed he is.
Right. He's right-footed. Yeah.
Guess why you play a left-footed player on the right, offensive forward, Ziyech.
We know Hakimi's played on the left, doesn't he? Hakimi's played on the left. So.
Yeah. Callum Hudson-Odoi.
But our formation is on left.
Plays on the left. Yeah, left forward.
The whole point is like our forwards tuck in, so it's like
that's when I don't know. Class ref saying that you need to play. That's when he said, "I need a hooker." When I said, "Why would you?" I was like, "What kind of football person you are if you asking the left-footed player to play on the left? Because if you have a left-footed attacking player, you're gonna play him on the right, that he can go into the mid, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's when he's like lost his head and like start cussing.
So do you expect maybe that Saul will get played at right wing back over Cho?
I don't think over Cho.
No.
But if Cho's out, I see the possibility.
Listen, if Cho doesn't
be able to get through it one of those games,
if Cho doesn't take this opportunity and perform, then I don't know. It could be looking like the beginning of the end, because this is the time. This is how players get there. Yep. When players get injured, you step up.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I could see Cho make a difference in yesterday's game. To be fair, we were lacking so much person just to hold the ball for a second to release the pressure from the midfield.
Yeah, I think if he would have got the orange slices out from the kitchen faster, maybe got the water to the players, maybe so.
I mean, everybody's warrior after the war, but who knows?
Yeah. I think Sadiq needs to end it. So,
unfortunately, guys, I've got family giving me last-minute messages saying they're coming around in the next 5 minutes. So I have to wrap it up.
Man, again with this family thing. That's why you bought your house so you'd be alone, right?
I know, right?
Trust me, yo. They come bother even more when you get your own stuff.
Bro, so annoying, man. I got shit to do.
I know how you feel, Sadiq. Asian parents, eh?
Exactly.
I don't think it's just Asian.
I think it's parents.
Black parents as well.
That's why my parents are over the ocean. We can't just.
That man did it right. He went to a whole new country. He's like, no, parents ain't visiting.
Stop,
man. Take the hint. He moved continents.
If you remember, like, I don't know if you watch, like, oh man, Everybody Loves Raymond, when they were looking at the map saying that, like, this is the area, it's a hot area, we're like gonna be here every day. I'm more like, you cannot find the wider area for me to for the parents to not come.
He's a whole different hemisphere. All right, brother.
Justice, thanks for looking after the stream today. Big up Andrew, we got Redneck Alex, of course, nipping. Good to see you at home for once, not driving. I think you're going to be going out shortly. KJ has to go. KJ Funds, take care, bro, if you're still there.
Does anybody see AJ got the boxing school yesterday?
That was a schooling.
That was a squashing.
That was disgusting. That was a clinic. That was
Joshua's boxing school. He's overrated, man.
Quite sad. Javi, you made it on time.
Yeah, thank you, Javi, for coming on. That's it. You know what I mean? Big up.
He can't do that. He don't have that in his arsenal, man. He's got.
Thank you for coming on, Javi. We appreciate it, bro.
Big up Javi for coming on, making time for me for once. You know,
you sound like I'm your girl. Like, what the
a
family, man. Don't disrespect me on my own channel, please.
What about? Did anybody watch MMA and see AJ Sterling? AJ Sterling is pulled out of the fight for Peter Yan again. Anybody knows who AJ Sterling is?
Yes.
AJ Styles?
No, Sterling.
Oh, wow.
Aljamain?
Yeah, Aljamain.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Call him AJ.
AJ.
He pulled out of fight again against Peter Yan.
She's
He don't want to Peter Yan.
It sounds like Khabib and
Ferguson. But he's a fellow yard man, but I can't. But he got to do better though.
Oh yeah, he's Jamaican, is it?
Yeah.
Aljamain?
I think he's not born there. I think he's like.
He's adopted. I think he's adopted it.
His
parents.
Come on. I mean, I agree. He won the fight on technicality, but to talk. Anyway, don't get. I'm gonna be upset.
Oh, you talking about like what that fight that they fought and they got
It's not.
They got DQ'd.
He cheated. There's because he's like, oh, I feel dizzy, and all of a sudden, Joe Rogan's like, I want to interview him. He's like, oh yeah, I'll give him an interview. But I thought you were dizzy. You need to go see the doctor. And all of a sudden,
he got to defend his honor, man.
It's fine. Like I would do the same thing that he did, because why not? You did the stupid thing. Young need to pay for it, but to not give him a fight and come up with excuses like, first of all, he was saying that his nerves in the arm was shot. That's why he's not gonna fight. And all of a sudden he's canceled it because he's saying that his neck is muscle, the nerve system is damaged. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Guys, listen, I've got to wrap it up. Thanks for coming on again, people. Big up Javi for coming on. And take care, everyone. Peace.
Hello, guys. Subscribe to WorldWideChels. WorldWideChels.